Are you ready? Hey! Today I'm going to be filming a good old-fashioned book haul. Last time I did a book haul was a couple months ago, and since then I've accumulated a couple more books. Just a couple. So I thought I'd just sit down and share with you some of the books I've purchased recently. And some of these I've already talked about, some of these I've mentioned because I've either read them or they're on my TBR or whatever. So you may have seen me talk about a couple of these before, but there are also some new ones. So I thought I'd just put together a big pile. There's actually two piles. Let's just talk about them. So first, I actually got sent a couple books from Valentine, so thank you so much to Valentine. Just wanted to go over those really quick. I got My Lucky 13 by Piper Rain, a hockey romance, I think. Cute cover. Then I got Getting Real by Emma Chase. Don't really know anything about this, but... And then I got Gothicana by Ruinix, which this one I think I'm most excited for because I'm gonna read it next month. Just look at the cover. It gives me just like such spooky, scary, creepy October energy. Why did I just say that? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty inside. Look at that. I've heard great things about this actually, and so I'm very excited because I wanted more fall books, more options to read. Dang, look at that. Beautiful. So excited. Thank you, Valentine. Yeah. You know I had to. You know I had to. Alright, there's just, Listen, this is Addicted to You by Kristen Becker Ritchie, obviously, as you can see. And this is the newer released version. It got picked up by a publisher. It got picked up by Berkeley. Look at them go. And so this is the, like I said, the newer version. It has some bonus things in it. And, you know, when I just walked into Barnes & Noble and I saw this on the shelf, I didn't even think. My mind was just empty. It was just an automatic reaction. I grabbed the book and I bought it. This is my third copy of this book, but you already know how I feel about the series. Speaking of books I already own and didn't need, I got Maybe Someday and Maybe Not by Colleen Hoover in the new covers. To be honest with you, I don't really like these covers. Like at all. I love the original ones. I think they are great, but I don't know. There's something about these I don't really like. And you may be asking yourself, well, why in the world would you buy them if you don't even like them? It's because I needed them for my collection, okay? I needed them. Maybe Someday has such a special place in my heart. It is the first Colleen Hoover book I ever read, and because of that, I just saw it, and again, I just grabbed it. I don't really have anything else to say about it, but yeah, I love this book. So I just grabbed it. And then this is the novella that comes after it. It does look good on my shelf. It does. So I didn't even do this on purpose. But the next book is also a book that I already have multiple copies of. And that is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This is my favorite book in the entire world. And I was at my little used bookstore just browsing and I spotted it across the room and I just gravitated toward it. I pulled it off the shelf and I bought it. It was only $1.50. I just couldn't leave it there, you know, literally brand new. It is brand new, and my other copy is just really in not good shape. This is my first ever original copy and it is just not looking too great, and so I got myself a new copy. I posted this on my Instagram story and I said that I feel like Peyton, whenever she buys a copy of Lucas's book, like whenever she sees one, she just buys a copy of it, and that's how I felt. And if you've watched One Tree Hill, then you know the reference, but I couldn't leave it there. I couldn't leave it there. Okay, now we're finally moving on to some new books that I don't already own. Also from that same used bookstore, I found Where the Blame Lies by Mia Sheridan. I don't know anything about this book. Have I even heard of this book? I don't know. I just saw Mia Sheridan. It was $1.50 again, and so I just got it. Oh! Literally the first 3 words on the back. Abducted, terrorized, imprisoned. Dang, okay, well, that sounds interesting. I don't know, I really like this cover. But yeah, like I said, it was only $1.50, and so I just grabbed it. I don't know, we'll see about that one. And then I placed an order from Walmart. Okay, and I would have never thought to go to Walmart for books. I don't shop at Walmart like at all, ever, so it just has never crossed my mind. But I saw someone post on their Instagram story that this book that I'm about to talk about was on sale from Walmart, and it's something that has been on my list for a long time, and so I placed the order from Walmart, and that book is, I'm having issues, okay, that book is the 5th anniversary edition of A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner, another one of my favorite books of all time. I have been wanting this edition since I read A Love Letter to Whiskey, which I read that a few months ago. But I didn't read this version. I read the original one that is just from Bee's point of view, and this one is from both of their point of views. I think what it is it's a thick book. It is huge, but I think it's because it's the same story told from each of their point of views. The first half of this book is the regular Love Letter to Whiskey, and then the second half is Love Whiskey, which I think this is the same story from Jamie's point of view. Oh my gosh, just looking at it now, I really want to read this like right now because I've never read Jamie's point of view. I'm so excited to have this. This cover is so pretty. It's so simple, but it's beautiful. And like I said, this is one of my favorite stories of all time. I'm gonna need to read this as soon as possible. Okay. And then also from Walmart, I added a couple more books just to get that free shipping. So the first one is Close Quarters by Candy Steiner. I read this one last month. Yeah. And I read it on my Kindle, and so I wanted the paperback. Look how pretty. And then lastly, I got Waitlist by Candy Steiner. Again, don't know what this is about. I did talk about how I wanted to read this month, but I have not yet. But yeah, another Candy Steiner book to add to my collection. And then more Candy Steiner books. I got The Right Player and the Wrong Game. I don't know, is this a series? I claim she's like my favorite author, and I don't even know anything about these books. It's fine. I bought these used off of Pingo Books, and they look wonderful. They're perfect. I'm really excited to have these too. I don't know, these ones are not high on my TBR list just because sports, but I'm still excited to read them. Of course I had to get them. I don't know what they're about though. Obviously football. All right, one stack down. The next few books I got are my current obsession. Talked about them on Instagram, but I don't think I've really talked about them on here other than I wanted to read them a couple months ago. Never did. That is the Sugar Lake series by Emily McIntyre. Can we just take a moment? These are actually the most beautiful books I own. These covers, oh my gosh. Anyway, I think I actually showed this in like my book shopping vlog or something. But the first one is called Beneath the Stars. I'm gonna talk about these in my wrap up, but I am obsessed with this series, and I had to have all the paperbacks because, like I said, so gorgeous. I love them so much. The second one is Beneath the Stands. The third one is Beneath the Hood. This is my favorite cover. It's literally slap a sunset on a cover and it's perfect. Finally, Beneath the Surface is the fourth book. I am so excited to have these books in my collection on my bookshelf. I'm gonna need to like display them right here. Right next to Harry. Look at that. Wow. I love them. I love them so much. They are just perfect. Then I got The Doctor by Nikki Salone. This was the August Bookworm Box book. So yeah, I am subscribed to the Bookworm Box. I get a book every month, and this was the book for this month. Cover is so beautiful. Are you kidding me? They always have the best covers in this box. Yeah, I don't know what this is about at all. I've never read anything by this author. And then this one I also have talked about before, but it's The Two of Us by Taylor Torres. Matches my sweatshirt. I read this book last month. I've already talked about it, but I wanted to buy the physical copy because it is so beautiful, and I just wanted to support a fellow bookstagrammer because that is just, I love it so much. I love it. And then I picked up The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. I have not read it yet, but it came out on the 6th of this month. It's waiting for me to read it. I'm so excited. Yeah, not much else to say. Obviously, I haven't read it yet, but I just needed to own it. This was a no-brainer. I've been excited about this book literally since last year. So, or whenever it was announced. I think it was announced earlier this year, but. And then these books I have also already talked about in my TBR video, but so I'm just gonna go over them quickly. But I got Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I just had to. I had to. I have been seeing it everywhere. I can't go on Instagram and not see it. So obviously I wanted to know what it was about. I wanted to know why everyone was talking about it. I mean, this cover, it looks like a fantasy book. Does it not? Like, it does not look like a traditional romance book, and I don't think it is a traditional romance book. So it's really pretty. The artwork is very beautiful, and I think once I read it, I will understand all these little references. Yeah, there's that. I only got the first book because I'm trying to control myself a little bit. These ones I also talked about already. Finding 13 and Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. I complained about this enough already, but these are just ginormous, as you can tell. But that's okay. Hopefully I will love them and will be happy that I got the paperbacks to have them on my shelf. They are very pretty. Look at that. Beautiful. And then finally I bought some books from Book of the Month. There were some specific books that I wanted, and it's just a little bit cheaper to get it from there. So last month I got Daisy Darker and The House Across the Lake. Why am I holding them like this? Daisy Darker and House Across the Lake. This was one of the choices for last month, I think, and so I picked this and then I added this to the box. But the reason why I even placed this order is because I wanted this version of this book because I have all of Riley Sager's other books and they're all Book of the Month versions of the book, and so I couldn't just go and get a hardcover and have it not match up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it didn't match up, it would just throw me off. So I ordered it from there. I haven't read it yet, obviously, but I am looking forward to it. I've only read like 2 Riley Sager books, but I did really like them both. So when I'm feeling a thriller, which is very rare, then I will pick this up. But I don't know, I just wanted to have it. And then, yeah, like I said, I got Daisy Darker. I don't know what this is about, but I just picked it because I liked the name. These are the ones that I ordered this month, and I got Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood because, again, last year I got Love Hypothesis from Book of the Month, and so I just needed this one so that they line up and they look good next to one another. Because I can't have mixed match books, okay? I just can't. So yeah, they look nice on my shelf, I will not lie. I have a little shelf up there with all my hardcovers, and this will be a nice addition. Then I also picked up The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This is another one that I talked about in my TBR, and I was like, I want to read it, but I don't want to buy it, but I just got it from Book of the Month because it was a little bit cheaper. One is Fake Dating. That's all I know about it. The guy is famous and the girl is the bodyguard who's like looking out for him. So I am excited about that. The spine is really pretty. I didn't realize this before, but I've read 2 other books by Catherine Center and I gave them both 5 stars. I read them years ago. I think one of them was Things We Save in a Fire. Something about a fire, but I really liked it. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited because I remember liking her writing, liking her stories, all about that, and Fake Dating. So what more do you need? And that is the last book of this book haul. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my terrible spending habits. I'm so excited about all these books. I know I've said that literally so many times, but I really am, and now I need to find a place to put all of these. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know your thoughts or feelings on any of them. I would love to know. And as always, I will see you next time. Do I even say that? I don't know what I say. Whatever. Okay, bye!